Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers with Right Line Trading. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. It's important to know that I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I've been watching gold. Gold is on a tear. This micro gold has just been running up the score in a big way. It's trading a couple of contracts on this micro. We had the jobs report come out this morning. Let's take a quick look at the Forex Factory. I want to wish everybody a happy Friday. Yes, we made it. What a week, huh? What a week between earnings and these news reports and the volatility. Man almighty. Today is Friday, August 1st. We made it to August. Hallelujah. Listen, any day above ground is a blessed day, and we're in it to win it. Let's take full advantage of this blessing. Today was the jobs report, came out at 8:30. Average hourly earnings month over month, non-farm employment change, and the unemployment rate all came out at 8:30 a.m. Uh, what the news was, you may ask. The employment situation, it looked like changed little in July, plus 73,000. It's shown little change since April. Unemployment remained at 4.2%. Changed very little. So very little change with this week's job report, this month's jobs report. And during this live stream, let's see what else we have. Chicago PMI at 945. That's a low impact report. Natural gas storage at 1030. And those are the only news reports that are coming out during this live stream. Want to take a minute and say good morning. Good morning, Rao, Edward, Duke. Thank you for joining me this morning. If today's your first day, thank you for joining me. We're going to be showcasing today our automated trading bots. These are fully automated bots. Once they're enabled, they will execute and manage the positions on your behalf. They also have a semi-automated component because when a trade is triggered, you'll see the stop and profit targets projected on my chart, very much like this gold chart. This is the micro gold. We've been watching it trend to the upside all morning and taking some beautiful entries long. Gold isn't our most consistent bot in the toolbox. However, on days like today, when you have a big news report and large institutions or hedge funds or investors, they want to put their money in a safe haven, they'll put it in gold and we'll get a nice bump like we did today. Good morning, Mukhtar. So we have a pretty diversified portfolio of strategies, not only of instruments, but of time frames that we trade them on. The index equities, we're talking about futures, the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the S&P 500, the ES. And we also have crude oil and gold. And we let the bots run through the overnight session, right through the Asian Open, through the London Open, and now pre-market, we have what we call our leaderboard. These are the bots that are performing the best in the current trading environment. Okay, in this current trading environment, this trading session, very short look back, these are the ones performing the best. They've kind of found the ebb and flow of the market and they're profitable. So we put some weight when making a decision as to which ones we should trade on our live account or our prop account. I have over here what we a trade copier. I'm going to be trading some PA accounts using a trade copier. And I have different tabs on the bottom of my trade copier. I have the gold tab. I could very quickly turn this on and I could take the next trade that gold enters into. If I want to try to get into this trade to the long side, and I think I'll give it a try just for the heck of it. Um, it will copy across those PA accounts. On these other tabs I've set up, I have them on my leaderboard. The retirement plan's been doing very well in this volatility. That's a strategy that trades a 2-minute data series on the NASDAQ. So I made a tab with my retirement plan. And if I decide I want to trade the retirement plan, I can copy its trades very quickly and very seamlessly via this trade copier. I have my power play, which is a strategy that we like to trade on the NASDAQ 30 range. And last but certainly not least, I have my ES30 range. My ES30 range has historically been a very profitable and consistent bot in our portfolio. So I'm going to let the gold kind of run on its own as we gear up for our power play trade. See, it's 9:22. I also always like to look and see what the trading environment, the overall trading environment looks like. What are we getting ourselves into here? Let's look at it real quick on a 30 range first. Let's move this data series to a 30 range bar. I've noticed that when I change my data series, the width of my candles goes down to a 3 when normally it's a 5. So it's going to load a 30 range. And we're going to look at this trading session that we're currently in. Here's August 1st. You could see we had a tremendous move down overnight. The market does not like those gaps. I wouldn't be surprised at the opening bell if we got a bit of a retracement. The market is oversold. Huge move down overnight. Here's the session open at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, right here. And we've taken a big leg down. Okay, we got into that gold trade, I see. Kind of caught a short. I really don't like to take a counter trend trade. I'm going to close this trade and get ready for the power play. So the power play trade is a trade that we take usually each morning. And I'm going to bring up my 20 Unorenco. And the way this trade works is we have to have an alignment of trend on 2 different time frames. Here's our 30 range chart. I see pre-market it really got destroyed. The 30 range with this increased amount of volatility has not really been a great choice for us. We might be better served going with the retirement plan. I want to stick with the data. What we do, our methodology is we really let the data determine our decisions. Whatever is really trading the best is the one that we want to go with. And I see my retirement plan has been doing extremely well. Let me keep the gold bot enabled. I just closed that position, but I wanted to continue to run. We got about 4 minutes to the market open. I'm going to put this on a 2 minute, and we could see exactly what the retirement plan is looking at. Good morning, Tom. So what we normally do is we let the market open and let it settle down. This is our 20 Unirenko on the Nasdaq from the overnight session. Let's squeeze it. You could see this huge move down on the Nasdaq. Listen, I've got a really good feeling that this is going to retrace at the market open. But let's see what happens. These are very big bars. This 20 Unirenko, every new bar to the downside in this downward trend represents 20 ticks, 5 points. So this is a huge move down. We're very much oversold. The retirement plan could be a beautiful entry. It's kind of leaning towards that 2 minute that's doing really well. It's having a great week so far. We watched it crush it yesterday. So good luck, everybody. Let's see if we can get on the board today, finish off the week on a positive note. For me personally, it's kind of been a rough week trading. And if you're wondering what this is on the bottom, this is my lagometer, my lagometer. We want very low latency when we're trading these bots. So when we set this up, we set it up on your computer with a tool that shows you what your lag is. Here we go with the opening bell. I have a feeling we're going to see a big move up. I'm going to get ready with my retirement plan. I kind of feel good about it. I'm going to turn on my retirement plan. I see it's coming up. I think we're going to see a retracement here. Just a gut feeling. Good luck, everybody. Bam, we're in. Oh, that didn't go well. That did not go well. We'll try our ES30 range. The lag. I didn't even think of that. That's not a good idea to trade the open like that. Um, okay, let's let this lag. That opening bell always brings us some lag. Let's let the market settle down. All right, let me re-enable this. Boy, I jumped in head first on that one, didn't I? Wow, look at gold is up 837 on micros. That's amazing. Great job, Rao. Now, what we normally do, which I did not do, was we wait a few minutes for the market to settle down after the opening bell. I was a little overly anxious today. All right, our lag is coming down. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 6, 5. It's almost tradable again. Here's our ES on a 30 range. Look at the volume. Holy moly. The ES is just under 10,000 contracts a minute. If you're wondering what this number is, that's how many contracts are crossing per minute. So just an extreme amount of volume. My ES 30 range 1 day pass is in another trade now. It's already taken a winner. These are the templates that are specifically designed for prop traders to pass their eval. This is the ES 30 range $50,000 1 day pass template for prop traders. If you have an eval, you want to get it over without the muss and fuss, blood, sweat, and tears, this can do it very quickly. It's had a big week this week on this E-mini. We've got a lot of selling pressure. This thing is going to find its way down further. Let's see if the power play jumps in. Let's watch it. We've got our um, leapfrog in. Where is the power play? Power play drone. Here it is. Now, if this comes into my profit window, you'll see the leapfrog kick in. Watch how this trade is managed. This is our power play entry. Very volatile. 30 range on the NASDAQ. We've been seeing a lot of whipsaw. It's been untradeable this entire week. We've had to pivot to some higher time frames. Look at that. The ES30 range 1-day pass scored twice. It's up $6,174. Pretty much in the first few minutes of the market open. Come on down. Come on down. Let's get one trade with some follow through. Trying to get in our profit window again. Come on down. Give us a leg down. See it leapfrog? Got a short on the E-mini. Come on down. Keep moving. Keep pushing down. Come on, take a leg down. Let's go. That's it. Come on, push down. Let's go. Give me some breathing room on that E-mini trade. Back in on the power play. 30 range. That power play, I think that 50 tick stop, just not giving it enough room. Come on, let's get a big leg down. One more big push down. Yeah, the ODP is crushing it, Rao. On the E-mini, it's up over $6,000. Nice. Got a big winner here going on the E-mini. Got me back to break even on this mess. That ES30 range. Come on down. Keep pushing down. Go all the way. I have to check that, Rao. It's pretty close to the one-day record. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you, I'm kicking myself for that trade on the retirement plan. Come on, keep pushing down. Keep pushing down. One more leg down. Let's go. Don't come back on me. Should give it some room. That's it. Come down. One more leg down. There you go. Come on down. Let's go. Keep pushing down. Come on down. Let's see if we get a leapfrog here. Now the trigger of the leapfrog is my profit window on this NASDAQ trade. Come on. Some follow through the downside. Let's go. Keep going. There goes the leapfrog. All right, let's go. Come on, all the way. All the way. Let's go. Got a monster trade on the E-mini. I'm going to squeeze it now. Come on, all the way down. Let's go. All the way. Keep pushing. A monster E-mini trade. Come on, all the way. All right, I'll take it. I tell you, had I not got that horrible trade on the retirement plan, it would have been a huge Friday. Caught a nice short on that IBOT ES30 range. And the way I'll tell you, the way I chose that bot is, and I'm going to do my review, my monthly review, but the IBOT ES30 range for the month was up 4 grand. This is how I found this trade this morning. It's strictly off of the data, strictly off performance. I ran my top bots for the month of July. I'm going to do my monthly review in just a few minutes. And I found that the IBOT ES30 range was up $4,000 for the month. Um, that's all I needed to see. I put it on my leader account, and with this volatility, um, well, with this selling pressure, it got into a short trade. And put us up over $300 on all three PA accounts. Ended the day with plus 900. And this trade is continuing down. I would have probably, well, yeah, I would have gotten a full winner, it looks like, at this point. But that put us right where we wanted to be. I look to make anywhere from $250 to $300. Excuse me, $250 to $500. And once I reach that, I stop. That's it. I'm done. This NQ is just flying to the downside. My 24U on the IBOT is at the top of my leaderboard. It's up 2 grand. It's very tempting to play to continue to trade, but I'm not going to turn a winning day into a losing one. Thank you, Rao. So we've got our leaderboard now that really has some really nice options to trade. With this big move, with this big leg down, you can see my leaderboard is lighting up. It's hard to find a bot that's not doing well. Now, does this mean we have the holy grail and every single bot is winning? No. If I scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that I do have some bots in the red. Okay, they're not all winning. I don't want to mislead anybody. This is our leaderboard. We focus on the ones that are winning because this weighs in. The most important the most common question I get is how do we know which one to trade, right? There's so many bots on a variety of different data series and instruments. We let the data drive our decisions. We're currently working on an update that's going to leverage ChatGPT. We're going to have kind of, we call it our assistant. And it's going to tell us which bots, and it will automatically choose for you based on historical performance, the current trading environment. It's going to make those decisions on your behalf if you authorize it to, if you say yes. Until we have that new integration, what we do is we crunch the numbers, we look at the data. We see which bots historically in the current trading session are doing the best, and then historically, which ones are doing the best. The IBOT 1 minute is another one that had a really good July. Here we're getting a retracement finally. My goodness, what a leg down that took. I'm afraid to look at my stock positions. I'm still kicking myself for that retirement plan entry at 9:30. I don't know what I was thinking. We, as a rule, I usually never trade the market open. I let things settle down. Very rarely do I trade that 9:30 bell. For some reason today I did it. In this situation where my profit target is right below support, what I like to do is move my profit target right above support. Why not give price a clear shot to my profit target? Now it locked in a profit, and if it breaks through, I'm going to leapfrog and continue to make money on this move down. My leapfrog is now kicking in, and every time I come within 25 ticks of my profit target, my stop is going to lock in more profit, and my profit target is going to keep moving down to allow it to keep making more and more money. Well, this power play from overnight was down 2,500, has come all the way back, and it's almost back at break even. So the power play is giving some really nice trades currently. Let's look at this IBOT on the 1 minute. The IBOT on the 1 minute for the month, just to give you an idea, is up $4,200 for the month of July. If I go to the IBOT 1 minute, this is the trade that it's in currently. My chart is on a 30 range. However, the strategy itself is looking at a 1 minute data series. You can see it gives it a really wide breadth to mature. And we have some really unique ways to lock in profits along the way. But these bots are absolutely crushing it this morning. Oof. For someone like me, that's very painful to watch. I'm somebody that loves to squeeze their stop and not give the trade a chance to mature properly. This one came all the way back on us. It was up $485 at one point. You know, it's like David Wise. David Wise is our professional options trader. He says, just don't look at the P&L. It's like, don't look at the P&L. How does someone do that? You know, and he says it and he's cool as a cucumber. He could be in a trade and the thing is going against him and he's taking a bloodbath and he's cool and calm as a cucumber. I'm like, how in the world has he not bailed out on this thing? And lo and behold, that thing will come right back and go right where he thought it was going to go. And in fact, he's going to be coming up right behind me on YouTube. And he's going to be trading the SPY super system. Our NQ30 range 1 day pass is in. It's up 1,500, 1,200. Let's take a look at the 1 day pass. These are the prop trading templates. If you want to pass an eval, the ES30 range and the NQ30 range are our two best strategies to do it. Whoops. All right, let's go back to the IBOT. 1 minute. Let's see how that trade ends up. Let's keep an eye on it. We're getting a nice retracement here. You can see on my higher time frame, I'm still set up very much so for a short. I'm way below the 50. I always look at my higher time frame at the market structure. For a short trade, I always want to be below the 50. I don't want to take a counter trend trade. No, thank you. So knowing that my 20 Unirenko is set up short on my 30 range, I don't want to take a long trade. I'd be nuts. Especially on a market that looks like this. To go long, I'd be out of my mind. Wow, I tell you, it's very tempting. Let's see what happens. I think we're going to get another short roll. It's tempting to get back in on that E-mini, isn't it? The NQ just has too much whipsaw for me. My stomach can't do it. My nerves are no good. On the ES, I can handle that speed. It's a lot slower. Everybody's style is a little different. Has his foot mashed to the floor on the gas pedal, and Mark Miller's the same way. Look at that 1 minute trade coming back now. Here we go. Here comes our short roll. Geez, where did that 1 minute get in? Way over here. Oh my God. Oh, you both share a birthday. No kidding. Yeah, you guys are very similar style. I watch Mark, and when I see him on YouTube, and I like want to reach my hand through and grab his stop and move it closer. He has it just like I have it here, and he'll be up five, six, $700 on the trade. It just hit somehow I don't know what happened, but this market is extremely volatile. This ES30 range Starbot, the ES is taking a smooth ride down. Let's pull up. Oh, there we go, back on the 24U. This one's running up the score also on the NASDAQ. You see my stop just lock in profit, took all the risk off the trade now. Now I'm in this NASDAQ on a short, on a free ride because I have no risk. And bam, it just hit the first profit target. My 1 minute's right back in. And this system's starting to let the good times roll. Here it goes. You can see the positions I'm currently in. Can you imagine having the ability to do that? I mean, it's just amazing, the power that this system has. I'm going to run to the restroom. I'm going to take a 2 minute, 5 minute break. Mother Nature is calling. Let's see if we break through this area of support. We break through. We got some running room to the downside. Still a tremendous amount of selling pressure here. They're fighting over that price, that level right there. 22,805. This thing's going to pop through with a lot of volatility. Here it goes. Hey, hey, good morning, Ray Ray. Good to see you, sir. Let's take a look at the E-mini real quick. Boy, that E-mini chart was absolutely beautiful. Here's gold in case you're wondering. Where is my E-mini? Gee, it must be all. Oh, here it is. Holy moly, look at the ES. Look at this. Oh my goodness. What a sell-off that is. Now, this is a 4 Unorenco. 30 range, a little bit of a higher time frame. You can see these crosses. These crosses are the trigger for our automated strategy to go short. It's looking at a confluence of indicators and conditions. We're we're turning 14,000 contracts a minute, which is astronomical, tremendous amount of volume. The ES Starbot's up 1,800. ES4U drone is in. Let's take a look at that one. It's in a short. Okay, let me run to the restroom. I want to do our review. Our review is actually going to be for the month. We're going to review the month of July. I want to welcome you to August. I want to be the first to say, let's make this a blessed month. Excuse me for just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, with Trump, the Trump administration reinitiated a number of tariffs, and I think that's what the market is. I'm almost positive that's what the market is reacting to. That was the elephant in the room. Was well, he did postpone it by a week, but the market is reacting like it did when he first came out with the tariffs. Big sell off, great buying opportunities, by the way. The last time he did this, you could have gotten into Nvidia for 110 bucks. It's almost doubled since then. Let's see where the stock market is. It's down to 1.5% on the Dow, 1.7% on the S&P 500. Russell's down almost 3%. Nasdaq's down almost 2%, 1.9%. Nvidia is trading at 173. I bought a position in a ticker named MP. MP mines those minerals and the magnetics, the rare earth minerals that they're having trouble with China. MP has a monopoly. The only mine that they're able to get those minerals out of, it's located in California. When these tariffs first came out, the price of the stock doubled. It shot up in I think it was May or June, doubled in price, went from 32 to 64. I got into it just a few days ago because I think it has potentially a chance to double again. The ticker is MP. MP. It's up big today again. It's called MATLS Corp. Matlas Corp. Took off like a rocket ship today. All right, so let's do a real quick review. Let's put the 16U over here. The IBOT on the 16U. It's in a long. So these were the best for. Let's take it. Let's do a recap for the month of July. Big retracement. We were oversold big time. First, the PA accounts. We've been running these PA accounts since January. Over the course of the past 6.5 months, across all three PA accounts, we're up $34,000 since January. 34,000. We're down about $1,400 this week. It was a rugged week for me personally. Across three accounts, down about 1,400, about $450 per account for the week. um, but not too shabby. You could see the equity curve is really beautiful. 34,000, nothing to be ashamed of. So on the ES, our ES30 range, our star bot, let me generate this. Oh, okay, this was last month, so this isn't going to change. So for last month, the bot, remember the bot, the way our technology works is the drone runs 23 hours. It shares a database with the bot, and it tells the bot which hours to trade, which trigger to take, and where to position its stop and profit targets. So we can look at a comparison of the bot and the drone to see if it's working, if that technology is working, or we're just better off trading the drone, which its inputs are static. It doesn't change. So the bot was up 1,300 for the month. The max drawdown $1,500. Our drone on the ES, not a spectacular month, but it didn't take a big drawdown. Most importantly, you could see the drone trading like we refer to it as like a drunken sailor, 23 hours a day, taking in all the signals. Was down 8,500. So it took this mess and it cleaned it up and it turned it into this. Okay. That's our mandate as software developers, especially when you're developing automated strategies. The number one most important thing is to sidestep the losers. We got to get rid of the vast majority of them. Unfortunately, we'll never be able to get rid of them all. But how do we get rid of the vast majority? This bot and drone is and dynamically changing its own inputs has really been a huge upgrade to these automated bots. So the bot on the ES30 range, respectable $1,300. Not a huge stellar month, but most importantly, it didn't take a drawdown. NQ20U, the 20 Unarenko doesn't get caught up in the whipsaw. It's a very big bar. If you traded just the sniper bot, which is very conservative, when you trade the bot, that's the more conservative of the two. If you trade the drone, it's going to trade 23 hours a day. It made a tiny bit of more money. It made 1,600, but the max drawdown on it was 5,600. Where the sniper bot, the max drawdown was 1,800. Big difference. $5,000 less in losing trades and only a few $100 less in profits. So that's the 20 Unarenko. The Haymaker, trading just the bot, was up just under $1,200. 1198 and change. Had a max drawdown of $700. What it was looking at was the drone. The drone was up 3,200, but it had a max drawdown of 3,442. So the drone made more money, but it didn't do it as efficiently as the bot. Our NQ velocity. There it is. Velocity. Up 2,600 on the bot. On the drone, up only 1,200. So considerably better. On the iBots, the ES30 range, when I was doing this pre-market, I immediately, armed with that information, I made a tab on my copier for that ES30 range because I saw this. And this is what we always, when we do our training, if anybody schedules a time with me and we go over the results, this is always what I show our members. I tell them, hey, do a little bit of a further look back using your trade performance metric. You could filter out each individual bot by the account that they're running in. You see, out of the box, we build each one of our strategies with their own individual SIM account. And the name of the SIM account is the same name as the bot. So when we go to our performance, we can filter out each individual bot and see historically how it performs. See how important that is? Not only can we see the summary like we're looking at now, but then we can break it down with an analysis that can give you a ton more of information. We could break it down to the entry time of each half hour of the day and learn that between 10 and 10:30, this ES30 range crushed it in July. It made over $4,000 in profits, net profits in July. 4,000 between 10 and 10:30. That's good information. Man, is that good information. So not only is it telling you which one to trade, it's telling you when to trade it. All right. We can even look at its trades. And this is the information that our integration, our AI integration is looking at. It's looking at the MAE, the MFE, the entry name, which trigger did it take, the exit name. The entry name is very important. We can know historically which signal on these bots is working the best. Okay, this is how this system is learning. It's this self-learning algorithm takes all of this information and processes it into its brain. Now with the new integration that we're coming out with on the ChatGPT, with its ability to connect across public websites, trading platforms, and it's going to be able to do an in-depth research of really the market sentiment of what the news reports recently were, the market sentiment. It would have picked up on the news feeds that, they just initiated all of those trade, they're lifting all of the tariffs, all of the tariff rates up on all these countries. And it would have been armed and ready to go short this morning, I assure you. Me, I thought like a dummy that it was going to make a pop to the upside. See how wrong I was? And that's our own biases, and it cost me because I figured I thought the retirement plan would bounce because of the big sell-off, and I didn't take into consideration the elephant in the room was Trump had just put those tariffs back into effect on all of those different countries. So it was going to continue to sell off. My own personal opinions and biases got in the way. What a beautiful entry this E-mini bot just took. It made a beautiful retracement back to the mean, back to our 50, and now the trigger was that pull back and go. This is looking at a 4 Unorenko. 4 Unorenko, very small bar. But man, it took a beautiful, beautiful entry back into the direction of the trend. Last but certainly not least was our iBot on the 1 minute. That's the bot we were watching just a few minutes ago. I think we can make some improvements on the trade management just watching it. And listen, I always tell people, hey, watch the trades. If you put the account name that your strategy is running in your chart trader, so your chart trader account matches with the account running in your strategy. Watch the trade. Watch it take trades and watch how it manages the trades. Watch how it triggers the trade. Let it become your friend. Get to know it. Get to know your bot. Get to know the nuances, the triggers, the way it manages the trades. This way, when you start seeing your charts, it comes to your mind. Ding. That bot likes this certain trigger this way. And you start to learn it. And you start to understand how to start making some money with these bots in this trading environment. With this new integration, though, it's going to take away a lot of your need to have any discretion at all. And that's our goal with it. Exactly, Edward. You're right, Ed. And I owe you an apology. Yesterday, I had a really busy day with the investor summit, and we need to get together, and I apologize. But you're right. I would have never taken that. Was I nuts? I'm just kicking myself from that retirement plan trade. Um, is there any way to post the daily max drawdown? Yes, we could post the negative ones as well. Yes, Carol. The drawdown on the better iBots and AIs. Yeah, we just went through the drawdowns. The iBots are going to have a little bit higher of a drawdown than the AIs. But remember, we can always trade micros. But in our what Carol's referring to, and I'm assuming now, Carol, correct me if I'm wrong, is every week in our Discord chat, we post the top bots and drones for the each week. Let me show you in our software updates every week. And listen, if you're a member of our community, we've got an update coming down the pipe. We've got some really great stuff coming today. Sergio didn't. Oh wow! Also, Sergio had a big breakthrough today. First, a breakthrough. We now have a closed loop system, and this is proof that it is a success. In my meeting with Sergio this morning and the team, we did close the loop on that ChatGPT agent, and we have connectors on all different websites now. Not only for futures, but we're also going to start doing it for stocks and options, where we can get some really powerful insights on the macro sentiment, connecting to a number of different websites and platforms. And listen, that's the power of this AI. These little chips can process a tremendous amount of data in their brains and spit out the answers to the most complex questions. Armed with the connector of all of those websites and platforms, you can go into your integration on ChatGPT and ask it questions. Hey, armed with it'll have a copy of your performance, and you can ask it questions. What time of the day on this bot should I have traded? Which signal would have been the best to trade it on? It's going to, if you allow it, dynamically put into motion what it's reasoned, what it's learned. It's going to put it into action with your authorization. This is called an assistant, not an agent, an assistant, and you have to authorize it, but it's leveraging a massive amount of data. It's going to optimize and put into play what we refer to as the bionic bot, the bot that is optimized more powerfully than we've ever been able to do it in the past, thanks to this technology. So a big victory that Sergio had. He did close that loop, and man, this thing is the brains are intact, and we've got our foot on the gas pedal with it. Um, but back to my other thought, to answer Carol's question. Every week we put in our Discord the top performing bots, and what she's asking me is also put the max drawdown that they took. And I think that's a very reasonable request. With prop trading, you know, we drawdowns are our enemies, so we can do that, Carol. The other big update, we had a fix to the pivots. Remember, we were trading into support and resistance on our power play. Ninja out of the box on your strategies by default will only allow you to load number of days. And when we're looking at such short time frames for our pivots, our areas of support and resistance, we wanted to look at a look back on number of bars in order for that to match, so we don't trade into pivots. My goodness, I was ready to pull the hair out of my head watching it. Um, and we've got a fix for it, which is really great news. So the pivots is a fix, and then the new update coming out is the leapfrog. I made a short video on the leapfrog. If you didn't get a chance, it's on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. The leapfrog, and just to show it real quick, what it is the leapfrog
A market that's moving nicely. It's going to be.
You'll see on my 30 range chart here.
Be able to bring in some really nice trades. Some
matures down towards my profit target. Once it gets into my profit window, you'll see my stop will fly down and lock in some profits.
This in again.
But what it'll also do is it will
a little sooner
leapfrog my profit target further down.
Boom, it just did it again.
So right there it just leapfrogged, and if I let this tape play, it's a very short tape, you'll see my stop and my profit target
boom,
will automatically
now it's
follow that trade down. So in a day like today, when you've got a huge sell-off, it gives you the potential to hit a home run. It will, without giving back a lot of your profits.
But I think you see
it will
now
continue
what I was talking about.
To move your profit target forward.
If we break this resistance, this thing
and lock
could run.
in.
Let's see if we get another leapfrog here.
Legs of profit along the way is the best way to word it. So you'll see it. It'll mature down.
This isn't something that I'm doing myself.
And it'll leapfrog.
There it goes.
And that is the update.
And it's going to keep locking in profits.
That's coming out today.
Keep moving your profit target.
This is a recording, and you can see it'll keep leapfrogging if I fast forward.
Is for it to either hit your stop or...
And it keeps going and going. So very exciting, especially when we're getting big moves like we saw today. That will be released today. And I know it's 10:30, and I don't want to step on David Wise's toes. So before we just wrap up, what I want to do is our sister company, our funding arm here at Right Line Trading is called Right Line Funding. We have a great prop firm called Right Line Funding. We're a lot like the other prop firms. You can get an eval and trade the eval and then get what we call a sim funded account where you can use it as a vehicle to withdraw money. We have those regular prop accounts that you could certainly take advantage of for as low as $29. We also have what we call our Profit King Challenge. Our Profit King Challenge is a $49 entry fee, and you're trading a $2,000 intraday trailing threshold account. Okay? From your high water mark, you can only get a $2,000 drawdown, and it's going to trail you. If you qualify by getting $3,000 in profits, you can win one of our top 10 cash prizes. First place is $1,000. Second, $500. Third place, $300. So on and so forth. And it goes all the way up to 10th place. It's only $49 to join. If we log in, you'll see that we have a dynamic leaderboard. Sorry about that. Let me bring it on my other browser. So if we log in, there it is. We have what we call our dynamic leaderboard, so you always know where you stand in the competition. Right now, it's the contest is wide open, and it goes through next Friday, August 8th, I believe it is. A week from today, August 8th. So we have one account from Tejas. Tejas in the past has won the top 4 prizes all in 1 week. So he had a huge payout that week, just under $2,000. This week he's in line. This one qualified. You need $3,000 to qualify. So right now he's in first place for the $1,000. But there's no reason why you can't jump in and win this contest. We draw three. Today's Friday. We're going to draw 5 names. In order to be in the drawing, you have to be a member of our Discord chat community. And I'm going to put a link in the chat box for our Discord. And we're going to draw 5 names today. Monday we draw 1, Tuesday 2, Wednesday 3. Friday is 5 names we're going to draw. If your name gets drawn, you get a $1 account and you get a shot to participate in that Profit King Challenge. So what I'd like to do is real quick, put a link in the chat box for our Discord. Wow, Ernie, congratulations. Thank you for that. Great job. Fantastic, Ernie. Congratulations. He started using the AI on his evals yesterday, and he's up over 2,200. That ES30 range has just been red hot. Also, the NASDAQ 30 range historically is one of our better ones. Congratulations again, Ernie. Great job. So let's go ahead. Let's draw the 5 names. I don't want to keep you any longer than I have to. And the way I use ChatGPT, in case you're wondering. And at random, I select the names through a ChatGPT. So there's no bias. I don't select them myself. Let's see. Okay, today's winners are, and what we do is we post the results of the drawing in our Discord, and you're going to get an email that provides you with a coupon code that will bring down the cost of the Profit King Challenge to just $1 when you check out. So those will be posted. The 5 names will be posted in our Discord chat. Dave, Robert K. Robert, congratulations. Dave, congratulations. Thomas Frank, congratulations. Roscoe, congratulations. MEE6, you are in. Those are the 5 names for today. Dave, Robert K., Thomas Frank, Roscoe, MEE6. Congratulations. You guys, you're all in. All right. Well, I hope it was a happy ending to everybody's week today. It was a rough week trading for myself personally. Ended it on a positive note with that beautiful trade to the short side on the E-mini. And I saw watching the system trade, the FOMC report, that E-mini was just a smooth run down. And it did it again today. If you would, please like my video here on YouTube. It gives us some traction. The way the algorithm works on YouTube, it's a little confusing to me, but evidently it looks at comments and likes and stuff like that. So if you could do me a favor, please like my video here on YouTube. I like to consider it job security. If you like that video, it keeps me coming back on YouTube. And I really want to continue to do this. So please like my video here on YouTube. And I want to wish everybody a really blessed weekend. I hope you're able to spend quality time with those that you care the most about. Life is short. My wife always tells me. So God bless you. I hope you have a great weekend. And God willing, we'll be back on Monday. Same time, same channel, same place. Have a great weekend, everybody. So long. Got it, Carol. Only the winning ones. You got it. The max drawdown of the winning ones. You got it. All right. Have a great day, everyone.